I entered the store, the sound of a bell alerting the staff to my arrival. Seeing the patrons browsing the shelves, neatly stocked with wares of all kinds, evoked some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy in me. This must be the store Rez has been shopping at. Now, what was this fellow's voice again?
He had multiple. Did he not?
Wasn't he depressed while in the store?
Yeah. And
Yes.
then was he was he Japanese or something? I forget.
No, he,
Was the waiter.
when he was a waiter, he was posh,
Oh, right.
and
Who was Japanese then? Was
I
it one
don't
of
know,
my
it wasn't
characters?
him.
Okay.
Should I voice this? We've already read it.
We have already done it before.
We just need to, We're just trying to get his scene or whatever.
What do we do with him though? Just I know what the achievement suggests, but other than that, just being chummy or more.
Oh yeah, the box head.
What was with the box head?
I don't know. Okay.
Did it not give you the option?
We didn't get a scene. Yes, meet with the store clerk. Okay, we can do it.
Woo!
Right. Okay. Meet with the store clerk. What kind of voice will he have at the... Oh, if the cafe, he'll have to be posh, won't he?
No, that's his work. One of his work voices.
We'll see. Where is he? Anybody here? There you are. Suddenly, he grabbed my hand and bowed to plant a wet kiss on it with his snout. Yes, he's in posh mode. He's in posh mode, okay. Posh. Oh. Hello, horny. I'm sorry, but I don't think we've actually been properly introduced before. What was your name again? You can call me Zong. Where is everyone? Well, the bar is already closed and everybody's gone home, so it's just us. I see. Wait, is that Bryce sleeping under the table? He's drunk again. Oh, you're right. Guess we're not alone then. Does this happen often? Sometimes. You should start charging him rent. Oh, if only every drunkard could be charged such a thing.
They wouldn't get drunk as much. Unless
That's
they're real
an
desperate.
idea. Maybe then I wouldn't have to work 2 jobs. Right, what's up with that? They're both just part-time, so it's no big deal. I see. Which one do you prefer? Oh, it's hard to say, really. Bartending is much more fun, but working here in the store pays better and is also more stable. You should get away with a uniform in both. Doesn't exactly seem common around here. Yeah, a uniform of a bow tie and... What are those around his arms?
They're cufflinks, I think. Or cuffs.
Right, okay.
Not cufflinks, cuffs. Like you'd have on a shirt,
Yeah,
but...
like you've just rolled your sleeves up on yours.
Yeah, I have.
Yes, they're usually very simple. I like this one, but after a while the collar can get a bit tight around the neck. You know what it kinda looks like, that uniform?
What?
The whole Playboy get-up?
He's a bunny.
He has a third job. The store uniform is just a chore to get on. The hat, the apron, it all feels a bit constricting. Does it matter what I say?
I doubt it, but
yeah,
if you want
it.
his achievement, then you probably have to...
Let's go with the top one. He was interrupted by a loud snore that came from under the table. When I looked down, I saw it was Bryce turning over in his sleep. What, Bryce? You want another beer? Sorry, mate, but the bar's already closed. Isn't he wonderful? What? He's a bit rough around the edges, but he seems like a stand-up guy. That's pretty accurate, I'd say. Do you know what else about him stands up an awful lot? Yes, that. in fact, you could look at it right now. No wine bottle to censor that.
No. I'd rather not.
You seem to know Bryce pretty well. How long have you known each other? Oh, since childhood, really. We both grew up here. If you think he's a bit rough now, you should have seen him in his youth. Such a troublemaker. But you can rely on him for anything. I'd trust him with my life. Seems like a lot of people have confidence in him as chief of police. They do, and rightfully so. The things he's done for me personally were way beyond his duties, the mark of a true friend. What did he do? Oh, it's a long story. It has more to do with myself than him, really. Come on, you can't just start like that and then not spill the beans. Well, if you say so.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, backstory. Morb. I'm gonna have to channel my posh voice through all this. I was adopted when I was merely a hatchling by the richest, wealthiest family in the town. It's really not a big deal to me. It never really came as a surprise to anyone, considering my parents aren't even the same species as me. My family isn't originally from around here. When I was 8 years old, my father got a job here, so we relocated. Moving across the continent meant losing all my friends, and making new ones wasn't so easy for me, no matter how much money I threw at them. I was young, new, just a little scared. Even back then, Bryce was a very curious fellow, especially when other people were involved. He came up to me in school, introduced himself, and raped me in the back alley. And we've been friends ever since. Many years later, Bryce was already on the force, and my desire to find my biological parents had grown so much that I made some efforts to find them. Bryce pulled a few strings, and with his help, I was able to track them down. He even accompanied me on the trip. They were poor, of course.
Do you want me to come inside as well?
No, just stay here, all right?
Sure.
I mustered all my courage and went up to the door of their run-down home. See, they are poor. What peasantry is this?
What do you want?
Hello, is this the resident of Huang Fu and Zhu Ying?
A voice. Who wants to know? Oh, they only got northern.
Well, about 20 years ago, you gave up your child for adoption and...
Oh, no. Oh, what? It goes too northern when I do, Chavy. You know what? I'm not dealing with this right now. We didn't give you away just so you could shop whenever you please. Don't even think of calling me father.
I won't. He turned around and went back inside. Just as he was about to close the door again, another person appeared next to him. Chappy woman.
Don't be rude, Han! Come in for some tea or something, alright?
Alright. Oh, God. The inside is even worse.
Here, sit down. I'll go and make us some tea. Here you go. Do you want to join us, Hang? Oh, God. You invited him in. He's your guest, not mine. Don't want to have anything to do with this. Guess he doesn't want to talk.
Guess so.
Maybe he's not ready yet.
Maybe.
Ugh.
I guess 20 years isn't long enough.
Look, I want to say I'm sorry, but I know nothing I say can make up for what happened. We had to give you away because we were young and stupid. These days we aren't young anymore. No shoot. Like the tea?
It's all right. It's actually terrible. I could make far better.
Oh, I got something for you.
She got up, walked away from the table, and vanished into a different room. Huang Fu was sitting on a couch nearby in front of the TV, his eyes glued to the screen. After a few moments, Zhu Ying returned and joined me again.
Here, take it.
What is it?
It's a hat we got you when you were little. It's one of the few things we still have from back then.
Thank you.
I got it for £2.
Oh.
Out of a grab machine. Do you want more tea?
No.
Okay. I don't want to ask you this, but do you have some cash to spare?
Jesus Christ.
We really need some food and Hong doesn't like to go hunting.
I just brought enough for the trip back home. I don't think that...
Oh, you don't have anything? Then what
Wait,
are you
this
still...
is the father.
Oh, you don't have anything? Then what are you still doing here?
You can watch TV but not provide for your family? What a man.
Get out of my house! No, please.
Yes, maybe it's time for me to go.
And don't even think about coming back. How dare you come here and disturb us like that? I don't know what the accent is, honestly. Is there a problem here, sir? They're too similar. Who the heck are you? Police. Sounds like you might have some trouble here. Perhaps of a domestic nature. Not at all. I'm sorry, Zong. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I can see that.
Come
on, Bryce. Let's go.
You done?
I think I've seen what I need to.
Alright. What an eventful tale.
I cried so much that day. I got dehydrated and passed out.
Then I found my bum felt a bit sore. I don't know what Bryce did.
I'm sorry to hear that. Not that it matters much anymore. It's all in the past. But Bryce, he's been there for me when I needed him then, and he's still there today, just under the table.
Sleeping like a baby.
Well, except for the part where, in a way, he's responsible for the whole town now. How's he handling it? Pretty well, I'd say. Everyone trusts him and think he's doing a great job.
That's why he's under the table right now.
Anyway, let's put on some music. Give the old jukebox a little whirl. Sure. He got up and walked over to the jukebox. I'm sorry, the junk box in the corner to look at the selection. Let's see. What kind of music do you like? Actually, I'm not sure if your music is in any way similar to ours. Let's just put on a few different songs and you tell me what you think, alright? Sure. Feel free to pick anything that strikes your fancy. What do you want to go for first?
Isn't it meant to be classical?
Well, yeah.
I like soundtrack or
Okay.
rock. Soundtrack or rock for me.
Well, flip a coin.
Rock. orchestral, that's nice too. Or piano. What? Piano isn't a type. It's an instrument.
Okay, so heads rock, tails soundtrack.
Tails.
Tails soundtrack. Now, this is something a bit different. It's from the soundtrack of some video game, I think.
Ew. Turn it off. 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 Why are you turning it off? Okay.
So, what do you think about this one? It's not really my kind of music. It's unusual, that's for sure. So, rock now.
Sure.
Let's see what their rock's
rock and
like.
roll.
How do they even play, how would they even play most of
my
instruments?
my thought is that we're gonna probably have to go through all of them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Without further ado, here we go.
This is not rock. This is chiptune with rock. The occasional strum of the. You can't call this rock and roll.
Nah.
Where's my Guns N' Roses? God damn it! Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know the name? We are the people that
Okay,
can find
turn it off.
whatever you may need. If you've got no money, honey, we
Is
got
it too
no
loud
disease.
for you? I didn't consider your ears maybe more sensitive than ours. You don't have any ears.
I'm gonna draw you an ear to put on there.
Let's just try something else. What next?
Electronic.
Might as well get it out of the way. Oh, this is something a bit more modern.
Blech. This should be soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think they mixed them up a bit. Because that doesn't sound too bad. But
That's the nicest one so far.
Yeah. That's enough.
What do you think? Not...
Yeah.
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 Yes, you're right. Maybe not for bar, though.
No.
Maybe. What next?
Piano.
Ah, something easy. Do you know what a piano is?
Yeah.
You can play the piano? Not really. Not that many can, actually. There are many kinds of instruments that can only be played by certain species, you see. Makes sense? Alright, now listen to this.
That it?
That's kind of dull.
That's, underwhelming for a piano piece.
Let's try something else.
Yeah.
Didn't you like it? It's alright.
Yeah. Decent.
I see.
Nothing special. Orchestral. Let's see what they try to pass off as orchestral.
This one's a bit slow, so you'll have to wait a while for it to get going. Alright.
I think that's just how he stands very statically when he's listening to music. He's not a dancer, he's a... I'm gonna stand here and just appreciate it.
He turns into a musical statue.
Yes.
Is this it?
What? Where is the rest of it?
Yeah.
Wait, let's give it a moment.
Sure.
You could hear the cut in the sound. It's not very, grand, is it?
Nah.
That's usually what I think of when I think of orchestral. I mean, you can get away with a lot of stuff with orchestral, but it was obviously just made on a computer. There's always that difference.
Yes.
With actual orchestral.
It's like when you play Bloodborne and then go back to Dark Souls and suddenly you've gone from actual orchestrated music to digitally generated. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, there's just something more you can get out of actually recording an orchestra.
Yeah.
Though, fair enough.
It's more expensive.
I guess an indie thing wouldn't be able to afford that, so yes. Fair enough.
They'd have blown all their budget on just this one track.
Yeah.
Anyway, turn it off.
Yeah.
What's your verdict? It was
decent.
It was decent. It's one of my favorites, actually. Oh, really? Yes, I have refined taste.
Classical.
Classical.
It's better be good. What is the difference between classical and orchestral?
A real classic. I think it's one of the oldest songs we know about.
All right. It sounds more modern than the orchestral. What did they do to this song? What did they do to it?
I don't know.
That's not how it sounds usually, I'm pretty sure. I guess they had to cover it for copyright and all that. I forget what the song is, though. What if they're just using stock? Oh, God. What if they are just using stock?
I don't know, because these were in the audio files. The music tracks. I don't know. Stop it.
Pretty sure the original is piano.
Want to hear something else? All right.
Just do a bunch of music.
What kind of music do you like, anyway? I like a bit of everything, really. I actually collect all kinds of music and paraphernalia, and the jukebox is curated by me.
Junk box.
Oh, yes. The junk box is
the
curated
junk box, yes?
Oh, nice. Sometimes people even donate some stuff they don't need anymore. I'm pretty well known among the patrons for it.
Hooray.
Is the stuff on display over there yours too? Oh, I'm actually trying to sell those. You're selling your collection? I'm only downsizing. There's just a player and a few old records I'm trying to sell for my holiday fund. Oh, where are you going? It's going to be a family holiday. Just my son and myself. Mainly for my son, though. We're planning to travel across the whole country, making stops in various cities along the way. I've been planning it for a while now, and trying to save up to make it happen. We could never really afford a vacation while his mother was still around, so... What happened to her? I wish I knew. We fought a lot back then about all kinds of things. When I think back to that time now, it seems like that was all we did. Argue about petty things that people didn't need to argue about. Of course, it's easy to say that after the fact, and when it's already too late. I never would have thought it was bad enough to warrant doing what she did, though. What'd she do? One day, she was just gone.
Aww.
Packed up her things and left in the dead of night.
That is sadness.
I don't know where she went or what became of her. In the end, I think she just wasn't ready to be a mother. This was almost 4 years ago now.
Yeah, single daddy.
Yes, that's why I think we need that holiday. To spend some quality time together. You know, it's unusual to see the single father in a game.
Yeah.
Or any kind of media, to be honest.
The only time I ever think I know of it is in rom-coms.
Yeah.
Or
it's usually always the single mother.
I can think of 2, and I only just heard about one recently because it was a made-for-TV one with an actor I like in it. The only one, the main one iconic one I could think of is one I don't actually like was Sleepless in Seattle. I didn't like that one. Everybody likes it for some reason. I don't get why. I mean, it makes no sense to me.
You know what I've just noticed?
What?
There's this weird, like, spiky bit here on his jaw.
Yeah?
What's that for? Does he have, like, a furry chin?
Maybe he do have fur chin.
Anyway,
maybe the line artist just doesn't give a shit.
I don't know.
It almost looks like this art was made with the line art tool inside, doesn't it?
I guess.
Because there's no thicknesses in the lines or anything.
If it was done inside, they haven't used the pressure tool.
No. And I know that when I see it, I think these were made inside.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think they were.
I mean, they're rather bare bones.
Yeah.
I mean, this has quite evidently just been blurred.
I mean, look at that awful grading on his face. What is that? Because it's not in an area where the face would bend, is it?
I think it is.
That would be more around nearer the eyes, would it not?
I don't know. What does it matter?
Doesn't.
It's also why I took that second job in the grocery store. He's going to turn 9 in a few months, and I want to surprise him with it then. So, he was 5 when his mother left.
That's unfortunate. Oh well.
He saw this movie where a family goes on vacation across the country and all kinds of crazy hijinks happen along the way. He loved it so much and asked me all the time when we were going on a vacation like that. I just want to give that to him. I think he needs it.
I bet that's a real movie. I can't think of what it was though.
You said his birthday is in a few months. Will you be able to afford it? We're more than halfway there already. With the second job, it really shouldn't be a problem. I'd just like to have more of a buffer, because this holiday will have all the bells and whistles you can imagine. I see. How about I buy some of those records? Really? You said they're for sale, right? Yes, but... I'll just put it down as expenses in regards to my visit here, so it'll all be taken care of. You would do that? Maybe. After you played me some of that music, I just can't resist and need those records for myself. Actually, I'll need a player too, because I doubt those are going to work with my own players back home. Besides, I could really use a souvenir. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me just get that for you. Here you go. Try to give it back. Keep it. Thanks. I'll take good care of it. I'm sure of that. So, I suppose you're back in the game now, huh?
Are you gonna pay him?
Game? What game? I mean dating. What makes you think so? Well, what's all this? Why'd you ask me out? Oh, you seemed like a nice person. I wanted to know what you're like. Do you kiss the hand of every nice person you meet? Guess you got me there. I suppose that makes my intentions rather obvious, even though I know it won't last. Besides, I'm not sure if I'd call it a game. That's something that Bryce would do.
We know
I'd
that.
prefer to take things slower and have a lasting relationship.
Both can be
Sure.
fun.
Whatever works for you. Why'd you ask me out if you know it's not gonna last, though? Bryce told me about you, you know. It made me realize I've got to get out of there again. Gotta get that fine D.
I mean, Bryce has already broke it in for me.
I mean,
So-
I have a wife, but clearly I'm gay.
He had a wife.
Well, if they never divorced...
Yeah, but...
But then again, did they ever marry?
Probably
Oh, whatever.
not. He just said mother. Marriage might be a bit different here.
So, the first thing you do is ask out the strange visitor from an exotic place.
He's into that shit.
Be honest, did you ask me out because I'm human? Not only.
Though
I
one
figured
person-
you could tell me more about your human's date and give me some advice. I'm not sure if my experience would be worth anything here.
Really?
You're bound to have a different perspective of everything that goes on here. Maybe you pick up on things we haven't considered. I just want to hear your opinion. It's not just about dating you, though. Well, let's talk about dating if you're interested in that. I doubt I'd be able to have a frank discussion about this with just anyone I meet here. Right. I think by now you've got a taste about how Bryce is with these kind of things. He likes messing around. It seems like he's got someone new every couple of months. You should see him on some nights and how people just swarm around him. Can't blame him for that, though. He's a popular guy. Do you envy him? No, I don't want what he has. But I'm finding it hard to find just one prospective partner.
You know what's interesting about all of these dragons?
What?
That somehow, even though they were using human DNA,
yeah,
they somehow managed to all be bisexual.
Maybe, I don't know, dinosaurs were bisexual?
They were into some kinky shit.
Just in today, we have discovered some brand new fossils of dinosaurs caught in mass orgy during mass extinction events that wiped out most all of them during the Cretaceous period.
That's how they really went extinct. They got too interested in the dick.
Not only have we discovered their fossilized bones, but we have also discovered some crude, handmade sex toys.
Don't you mean claw-made?
Good one, Tom. You should get promoted.
I know. I should. Back to you, Jerry.
Well, the weather's looking pretty, shitty today, everyone. It's, cloudy with a bit of snow and, some thunderstorms later on. That's all.
Thanks, Jerry. Now back to your regularly scheduled dragon datings.
You'd think I'd pick up on these things while I'm working, but then it's typically not long-term relationships that are formed here. Oh, I see. I don't exactly have much free time to put myself out there. I'm also not getting younger, and don't forget that I... Oh...
Is that not how it works? You don't
already
get
have a child
younger?
to take
What?
care of. That doesn't make things easier, you know. In a way, you're not just dating the person, you're also dating the kid, if you know what I mean. What?
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 You sicko!
That's... Okay.
You worded that poorly. I think you mean... the kid...
Now that just sounds wrong. Oh, shush. I repeat a thought.
Oh God, his poor son.
It can just make things difficult, that's all. Alright, maybe we'll have to work on your approach. What's the first thing you notice about a person? Oh, the movies, of course. Their personality.
How do you see that from a mile away?
Really? I meet so many people here every day. When they're customers, the thing that always stands out about them most is how they treat their servers. I see. Besides, I'm not interested in relationships based on looks. I like talking to people and getting to know them that way.
Well, yeah, everyone does.
This also makes the whole thing harder for me, because I have to invest a lot more time to find out if we're compatible. You know, if a relationship doesn't work out for Bryce, he can just find someone else the next day. But for me, this process... Why am I yawning? I've just slept. But for me, this process can take a few months. Oh, I can imagine. I don't think there's a recipe for success I can give you, though. Why not? You seem to be doing... Wait, what? I'm turning posh. You seem to be doing pretty well already. You're nice and polite. I don't think you need to do anything different. Is that what you think? Yeah, sure, it may take a while to find someone, but I don't think there are any other shortcuts for what you're trying to do. Just keep going and it'll happen eventually. Besides, you got some time to figure out things for yourself with your vacation coming up, right? That's true. It'll be an eye-opening experience in a number of ways. Maybe the relationship front is going to be one of them. Now that's the right attitude. And on that note, maybe we should call it night. It's pretty late. Yeah, you're right. Well, thank you for the wonderful evening. Likewise. Not to mention the advice, and for buying my stuff. You're welcome.
For buying my stuff.
Take care, and maybe I'll see you some other time. Maybe.
Check the menu, check the menu!
Okay, why?
See if he's there.
On status?
No, on the main menu.
Oh!
Save and then do that.
Oh, well, why would I need to save?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yep, he's standing by the sun as well. What's his gallery thing look like? Okay.
It's like he's proposing. God.
So that just leaves 2 more.
Yes.
Good ending and probably something else.
Should we go for the neutral ending now?
Yep, and then we can piss everyone off.
Yes.
Right, we just need to get to chapter 5, I think.
Alright. Wait, does the neutral ending just mean going alone, or...?
Okay, maybe not. How do we get the good ending, then? Do we need to have everyone as good?
I suppose.
Right.
But the neutral ending...
Oh yeah, neutral ending. That's what we're going for first.
Do we need to have everybody on neutral, or do we have to
No,
just
I just
go
think
alone?
we need to go alone.
Alright.
Well, I was sure any of those I knew would agree to watch the fireworks with me if I asked. I ultimately decided to go alone, not wanting to impose on anyone if they hadn't asked me first. After making some preparations for the day, I set out to experience these fireworks as I had heard so much about.
A different area!
When I left my apartment, I realized just how eerily deserted the rest of the place felt. They really weren't kidding when they said everyone would watch the fireworks. Imagine there were a couple of designated places people gathered for this purpose. No, I doubt they were crowded beyond belief. You know what? This one, there's something about this one. It's got a similar feel to the abandoned store.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of isometricness. It feels too...
I think it's too geometrically...
Yeah. It's too...
There's
it's
not enough there to show it as a proper environment because it just looks too perfect.
It's not imperfect enough.
Yeah.
And that tree at the back is definitely not drawn.
It's too clean. That's it. It's too clean.
Yeah, it's too clean. That's definitely it. What the feeling. While I waited for the fireworks to start, I looked at the area around me. With no soul in sight, I realized I hadn't actually spent many nights outside and was reminded of the day I had arrived here at my apartment in total darkness, with only Remy by my side. Soon, the total stillness was broken with the sound of the first rocket ascending, its explosion painting a circular pattern in the sky. More rockets followed, their quantity and frequency steadily increasing.
Yeah, we can still see the exact same view of the fireworks.
Clearly so. As the explosions battered my ears, a terrible realization hit me. Considering how I ran to my apartment and briefly considered calling the police as I grabbed a few things. However, I soon remembered that they were not only already understaffed, but that I might waste precious time if I tried doing so. I arrived at oh, still dead.
Still very dead.
Poor Sebastian.
Poor Seb.
Poor.
Poor Seb.
I checked Sebastian.
You noticed how those red things in there have the same problem as
yeah, the same bright,
store.
horrible, lurid red.
Yeah.
Is he gonna say anything different?
I don't think so. Not until we get to the end, I think.
Probably.
I'm turning into the Scat Man, I think. Ooh. Just put the Scat Man and then fast forward and have Scat Man. Do it.
Sure.
Do it.
Sure.
Reminder for future. Yes.
Actually, I can. I opened the cloak I was... Whoa, shit! I opened the cloak I was wearing to reveal an improvised bomb I had made from a generator.
When did this happen? What is this?
You showed me how to do it with the little trap you set at the farmhouse.
That wasn't intended for you.
Doesn't matter. You set it for someone. You set it to kill.
Where'd you even get a generator?
After the police reclaimed the generators you stole, it was easy for me to take one while I was alone in the department, just in case.
Jesus.
I set the bomb on the ground between us. With it and me between Reza and the exit, you would have to listen now.
So, what's the plan?
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. You leave the generator and turn yourself in.
You know what? I think you're bluffing. If you set off that bomb, not only would we both die, but you'd destroy the generators as well. And with them, any chance of saving either world, it would never do that.
He pulled out his gun and pointed at me as he slowly started closing the distance between us.
What's it going to be, Horny? Killing all of us or just this world?
Reza was right. In reality, the bomb provided no real leverage against him. If his goal was truly to save our city back home at any cost, he would not turn himself in. Even if the threat of setting off a bomb was a real one, his best chance would be to at least try to kill me now. I turned around and started running.
Bitch! No!
I heard gunshots. Immediately I felt the most excruciating pain I've ever experienced resonate through my arm. As I kept sprinting as fast as I could, I heard a beeping sound that made me realize I had inadvertently activated the bomb when I was hit.
Whoops.
Out of bullets, Reza was not far behind me as we both scrambled towards the exit. Just as I reached the outside, the bomb went off. The explosion battered my ears as the shockwaves sent me flying. I collided with the ground and immediately felt a hail of debris. I cowered, waiting for it to die down. After a few seconds, I turned around and looked at the sky where the fireworks were still painting patterns in the stars. With one hand, I reached toward my injured arm, only to find it wet with blood from my bullet wound. My whole body was numb. But I could not give up now. I slowly got up, looking around the area to get some perspective of the situation. Not far from where I was, I saw Reza lying on the ground. He wasn't moving. Ooh.
He's dead!
Damn.
Shit.
Shrapnel
What happened to
back.
the administrator?
As I got closer, I
Oh.
spotted the gun next to him. I won't let them find this. I took it with me, hiding it in one of my pockets, as I started making my way towards the portal with slow and uneasy steps. I was shaking and my vision was blurry. Every inch of movement felt like a new and harder chore than the last. Eventually, my legs gave in and I collapsed to the ground.
They have the exact same
I
patterning
resigned
of
to my
fireworks.
fate as I watched the night sky, illuminated by the colourful explosions of the fireworks. Suddenly, I was lifted off the ground, and as I opened my eyes, I saw the masked face of the administrator.
Why?
I just couldn't let it happen. I had to stop him. I had to try somehow. The administrator started moving, carrying me.
Unfortunately, it seems like the generators were destroyed as well.
So this is how it ends? With humanity doomed to fade into history and the dragons facing extinction?
Well, hope is not lost. It never was.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to send you back in time. We'll just try again. Maybe we'll do it better next time.
By now we had arrived at the portal. The administrator gently set me down before moving towards the portal's controls.
You'll probably forget most of what happened. The teleportation tends to do that sometimes, especially when someone is transported several times in quick succession. Maybe you'll remember a thing or two. Maybe they'll help you do it better next time.
Maybe.
I'll see you on the other side.
I heard the sound of the portal starting to do its work as the numbness and pain suddenly left my body. Things I had experienced and things I hadn't flashed across my mind as I was teleported. I felt free.
Somebody tells me this is meant to be the first ending.
Probably.
Dead boy.
So that's the neutral ending, which
Dead boy.
we probably should have got first, but
Yeah.
no, you've had to experience the endings in a rather befuddled order.
Oh well.
Oh well, yeah.
'Tis a dating sim after all.
Yeah.
You can do them in whatever order you want.
So, our next aim is to piss everyone the fuck off.
Yes.
And then backstab them.
Yes. It's gonna take a while.
Not really. We only have to go on one date for each of them and
Alright.
piss them off.
Yeah.
And then get to the ending.
Be an asshole!
Yeah.
And then we should call you Wallace. You're an asshole!
Oh, the sun.
Oh wow. It's actually animated. What?
Oh. I mean, it's not a very complex animation, but...
No. It looks more like just fading gradients actually the more that I look at it.
To be fair, Georgie, you're looking at it heavily blurred.
Well, it fades in and out of being higher quality to being bitty as shit. Because I'm looking at it through Discord, even though we're in the same room. But
yeah,
it makes things easier.
I forgot to bring up my HDMI cable this time, so we didn't have one long enough to reach.
The way we're sitting is to make recording better and to
Yes.
be more comfortable and not squished up. So then it's
So we had to resort to using screen share on Discord, which is finally out. We're
Has
not,
no
we're not,
sound.
We're not sponsored by Discord, by the way.
Why would we be?
We're just saying.
They wouldn't sponsor us. We're assholes.
So at least that time we didn't go to the massive monstrosity of a CGI background.
Yes. I like how every time we're playing this game we're enjoying it and then we just insult the backgrounds and the drawings.
Well, come on. They could have done better, I'm sure.
We don't know how much money they made, to be fair.
Yeah, I suppose, but you have seen the neutral ending.
I can't read that.
Detonation.
Okay.